If you could pick a road trip episode destination, where would it be? And which characters would be along for the ride? I'm all for like, oh look, I just started answering her question.
Would you ever like to direct an episode?
I've never thought of that ever, nor do I have the need to do that, but I think if I was offered, I think I'd have a blast doing it.
I bet you'd be good at it. Again,
I don't know about the shots, like I'd be like you know when they shoot, you're like, which camera side you have to be on if it's behind your shoulder? I could see what lenses.
I could see you being great at it.
I'd be into the performance side of it.
Yeah.
Like getting what I want
Then
out of the actors.
Then you leave the rest up to Bob. Or Bob, or DP.
Bob.
If there was one thing about your character that you could change, what would that be?
I feel like the neuroses could be cut down a little.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But the neuroses is funny.
Right, but I mean, as like a person, what do I wish for her? That she would.
Hopes and dreams, yeah.
Yeah. What about you? What would you change?
Her hair. I wish you would.
Why would you change your hair?
Why? Because the hair.
Silly.
I know, because every season I watch it and I'm like, I can't stand that fucking hairstyle. You know, like.
Well, you know, I always like the way you show up at work.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do the flat iron.
Oh, you mean at work? You mean on the set when I show up and it's all like.
Right, I like that you just show up. Right. And then.
But I tried. And I tried that third season, the first episode.
Oh,
and
right.
I looked retarded.
But you also had the crazy tan. That's what hurt. And you look like that guy that was on Dancing with the Stars. What's his name? With the mole? If you could work with any actress, living or dead, who would you work with?
Patricia Clarkson. Do you know her?
Yeah, the redhead, right?
Yeah, reddish blonde.
Yeah.
She was in that was she.
She was in.
She played the German.
With Ali Sheedy.
Yeah, she played the German in High Art.
High Art.
And she was in that film, The Station Agent. Mm-hmm. Do you know her?
She's a very good friend of mine.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you know, when you go to New York, that's who you stay with.
Yeah, totally. What's the craziest situation you've ever found yourself in with an overzealous fan?
I can't think of one in particular.
I feel like when you pulled the underwear out of that bag, that was really disgusting.
Oh my God, you're so right. I forgot about that. We were in London.
There was a bag.
We were in London. Well, let's set up. We were in London. We were doing the. Oh my God, you remember? We were in London doing the convention, the Outward convention, and you know the whole day is spent signing photos, meeting fans, and then they sometimes give you presents, which is very sweet. And so we all like walk in after our day back into like the green room area of the hotel, and we're like, oh, what'd you get? And all of us have like a shitload of bags. And I'm rummaging through it, and I pulled out this is so vile. The most dirty pair of old lady underwear you could ever imagine. That was rank. How do you feel you've evolved since being on the show?
As a person?
As an artist, as an actor. The artist and actor.
Huh. I feel like I trust myself a lot more than I used to. Like I feel like I'll take a lot more risks in the acting world. Like in fact, I crave like things that are either like really dark. Like I wish I could play something super super dark now, or like comedy wise. Like I wish I could go like even further.
Right.
Like I crave the extremes in it. Whereas before I probably would have been too scared to do a lot of that. That's how I feel like I've evolved. What about you?
I like your answer. Risks. But I think I've learned to cry much easier as well. Mm-hmm. Actually, before I used to like have to get all like worked up, and now for some reason they just poof.
Right.
Like I cried during Hallmark commercials.
Right,
so I don't know what's going on with me, but I've been able, but for some reason,
like, talk about something.
I have a lot to talk about. We can stay right here when the cameras get turned off.
If you could pick a road trip episode destination, where would it be, and which characters would be along for the ride? I'm all for like, oh look, I just started answering her question. Go ahead.
No, please.
Well, I was just saying some of my favorite episodes are when we're
in a car
off out of the studio.
God, yeah, anything outside of that
You know,
freaking
like
studio.
the basketball thing,
Yeah.
or just walking with the phones, like anything.
I think it would be great if all of us
Different.
went to. Oh, we already did that. We already went. We already did something tropical on the boat. Is that tropical? Would you consider that tropical? Like, I would love it if all
The
of us.
ship?
Yeah. Would you consider that? Like,
What was tropical about the
because it was
ship?
warm and it was. We were in. I don't know. Am I wrong? It was going to Cabo and.
Yeah, I mean we didn't see that, but oh, you mean just for like you
I
create fun?
I think it would be.
place to be out
I think
there?
no. I think no. I think it would be. I would love to see a road trip where we drive to Mexico and we have like the Ituma Tambien type road trip.
A
With all the-
long
with
road
all the-
trip.
all the
where it's-
debauchery
yeah,
going
it's
along
where
to
you
the
do different things
destination.
along the way.